This is the first time I've ever started a video at night time, but we've actually just left the house today and we're now home. Really, we've just had 10 days, or almost 10 days, of working on the house every single day. I am trying to keep spirits high. I won't lie, we're shattered. We've now spent 2 full days insulating the loft and painting the back of the house, so it's been a long slog of doing the exact same thing for pretty much 12 hours a day. I've not been painting the back of the house 12 hours a day, but I have been helping Tom doing odd jobs. So yeah, pretty much the same thing for 2 full days. Finished up the last video by cementing up all the cracks that were left in the walls. So by tomorrow, they should be dry and I should be able to finish painting. As I said, we've done a lot of days in the road, doing probably about 12 hours per day in the house. We are tired, but more importantly, we're not feeling too good. We've been going to Morrison's for breakfast, lunch, and dinner every single day. I'm talking vegan sausage rolls, those £3 meal deals, veggie breakfast boxes with like sausages, and basically we've not been too healthy. So I don't think that's helping, like us not fueling ourselves very well and not eating the best food on top of working so hard. So tonight when we got home at about 8 p.m, we've spent, I think it's, let me take a look at the time. It's about 11:30 now. We spent a good 2.5 hours in the kitchen, just meal prepping, some really good, hearty, healthy meals that I can't wait to eat this week. So, bit of a weird time to start a video, but I know if we're up early and out the house, I'm going to forget. So I wanted to do this now. I'll wake up tomorrow morning, I'll show you our food as I'm packing. But yeah, very excited for the end of this slog, 10 days off work, home extravaganza, whatever we want to call it. I'm looking forward to seeing the back of it, but I'm very, very happy that we got this time. So I'll catch you in the morning. We've meal prepped for the next few days at the house. This is a lentil and roast veg salad, all of these, which will be topped with feta, coriander, spring onions, and lemon. This is a lentil and aubergine sambar curry. We've got the rice. This will have peanuts, lime zest, coriander. That's leftovers for when we get home one of the evenings. And this is a Sri Lankan sweet potato and chickpea curry. And for that, we've got cashews, coriander, spring onions as well. So this should see us through for the next few days, and it will stop us from getting vegetarian breakfast boxes.
And getting pot belly.
Little pot belly. And food in hand, we're back at the house. It's a new day, but we're still painting, we're still insulating. The 2 jobs that never seem to be ending. Insulation going really well, almost done. Just got a little bit of the roof left to do, and then it's down to the walls in all of the dormer. And as for the painting outside, we've given it 24 hours now for the cement around the window to dry. So I'm just gonna go straight over that. Round 4, maybe? The one good thing about this house being not even 10% done is that you don't mind spilling paint and making a mess, which I think is good. If it was like kind of nice on the inside and we were doing outside, I'd have a lot more trouble being as clumsy as I am. Case in point. And then today it's just all about these bits here that have been cemented. Got to paint over those. 2 coats, all done. Three long days and the entire loft has 100mm insulation.
But now,
what comes next, Tom?
The fun part, more insulation inside the rafters this time. So now we've got 100mm, we've got to put 50mm inside. Earlier we cut it to size, and we'll show you the finished product in a sec. The slanted roof was so hard to put insulation in because I think our house is quite wonky. So it was kind of like tilted a bit. It was just really difficult to shove it in the joists at the right angle. So that took a lot longer than I thought. Ceiling, easy. Roof, no. So what we're doing is marking where the joists are going to go, just so we know when putting the plasterboard in to drill into them joists.
We're now at our 7th consecutive day at the house. I've got to be honest, energy levels are low. We are tired. We've been doing long days. So I have spoken before about how doing the house can be quite overwhelming, or doing an entire house can be quite overwhelming. I mean, the most I've ever done before is like painted a rented room, right? So this is entirely new territory, and doing an entire house, doing an extension, doing a loft conversion, bones of the house being super old, so everything having to be redone, internal walls needing to be knocked down, blah, 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 blah. All of that is a lot. I'm going to be honest, I'm extremely overwhelmed. I think we couldn't be in a better position. We've got builders that know what they're doing. We've got Tom's dad, Martin, who knows what he's doing. We couldn't have more help if we tried. Our friends are keen to help whenever we require. So there's no particular reason why. I think it's just that everything is brand new. I've never done anything like this before. Neither of us have. I feel like we're always on the brink of making a mistake, which is definitely just my own mindset. I know, you know, I just need to kind of get over it a little bit. But I think that when it moves to a little bit more of a room by room renovation, i.e. the plasterer finishes the front bedroom, I will go in, I will paint, I'll look at potentially doing some paneling, I will think about blinds, I will get a bed in. You know, it's very basic step-by-step actions that happen after that. That's definitely where I feel most comfortable. So just having a clear to-do list, smashing through those things and being done. Right now, the level of ambiguity, as I said, the different priorities. It's like, okay, I need to do the downstairs front bedroom, clear the rubble, but then upstairs in the bathroom, remove a tile. It's, you know, it sounds like I'm complaining over nothing, and I probably am. I think most people would be able to manage this, but I need things to be structured and clear to follow, and I need to know XYZ is happening, XYZ date, and that's not how a renovation goes. So I'm learning to roll with it. We're getting there. As I said, we're very lucky. We couldn't have more help if we tried, so it's going to be okay. I'm done rambling. Let me take you upstairs to show you how the ceiling's being done by Tom and Martin. But first, I get to remove the protective layer around the window. Now, it's been a while since I spoke to you about windows, so I didn't film too much because it gets pretty monotonous after a while. It was just painting over and over and over poor quality bricks, trying to get into the little gaps. I use this one strike filler, and it's kind of like a foamy, it's kind of like marshmallow fluff texture. And I literally just stuck my finger in here, pushed a little bit of filler into the hole, and then it does say, if used externally, painting is essential. I've not done it yet. Will I do it? Maybe. Not over the next couple of days. But all of that has now led to a pretty nice wall, I would say. It looks all right. And it means that we are ready to remove the duct tape and the protection and expose the black window. So here's the wall now. Much better looking than it was when we left it a few days back. And it was only a matter of time. I'm back doing the spindles. We've got the heat gun this time. I lost the cord for this for a pretty good amount of time, but we found it again, and that means I'm back doing this. So for this, I've got a heat gun, a scraper, a smaller triangle scraper to get into the little corners and stuff, and then the bigger scraper for the larger surfaces. I'm gonna give it my best shot. Let's see how it goes. Take what, 4? Let's do this. So it smells pretty horrendous, like burning wood, but it's done a really good job. I think doing this for about 5 minutes. It's peeling straight off the bottom here too. Obviously a lot easier to do on the flat surfaces than these curved bits. So doing all of this is definitely gonna take a while. So, done a fair bit. Definitely takes a while and it's very fiddly. It's definitely the little crevices that are the hardest to get. But it'll take a few hours. We'll do it bit by bit. And I think that's enough for today. Got the ceiling gang.
Ceiling gang, ceiling gang, ceiling gang.
What's the plan today?
We are putting up the ceilings finally. In only one room though, because we don't need to do any wire tricks in this room. These
up here are resilient bars. They take half a day to install. Particularly if it's your first time ever installing it. They are good, apparently, for soundproofing the room. So the goal is that these create a barrier between the upstairs joist and the downstairs ceiling. They will disperse or control the vibrations, therefore soundproofing the room. We're gonna see if it works, but we'll report back on that.
And the reason we've done it just for this is because we've lowered our ceiling. So usually when you do a loft conversion, you have the beam sitting on top of the old loft joist. But because we've only got literally one lot of joist, we're just trying to minimise any vibrations.
Plasterboard. Building control told us that we needed fireproof plasterboard, which is twice as heavy. So these boards are 50 kilograms each. It's going to be a nightmare, and so we needed to come up with a plan. And that's exactly what Martin did. This is a makeshift prop, and this is another one being made in action. Martin's also screwed a plank of wood running across here. The plan, I think, is to use the two props, the plank of wood, to keep the plasterboard up, and then that is able to hold it in place while we screw it into the joists above.
What? You're joking.
Whoa. Here we go. May have taken 8 days from start to finish, but one room is officially plasterboarded. It couldn't be messier if we tried. Definitely a few bits that need patching up, but we also...
The grand finale.
Have light. So that's that. Things we learnt along the way was to leave a gap at the bottom for plasterboard, maybe not that big a gap. Got holes for our plug points. Plasterboard fits pretty perfectly underneath the existing window sills or ledges. The only thing that's left to do is just the builders to add soundproof plasterboard to the side because they're rebuilding that wall. After that, it should mean that next week we can get the plasterer in if he's free. I know he's working on a couple of other projects at the same time, but he said he can fit us in here and there because ours is going to be a very staged project. Yeah, we have a chat with him, see if he can get in, and then one room is ready for decoration. One final bit of work that I've definitely been putting off is cleaning this window both sides. The window itself is in okay shape. It just needs a little bit of sealant and cleaning up. But the window itself is white, which is what we want, and it seems relatively fine. That's pretty much it for this 10 days for this weekend. I'll catch you next Sunday. Thank you as always for watching. If you want to follow us along in future journeys, please hit the subscribe button down below. And if you enjoyed watching us struggle along for the last 10 days and get as much done as we could, please do remember to give this video a thumbs up. And that's it. I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you as always for watching and have a great week. I'll catch you on Sunday.